This is the AI News Flash for August 6th, 6 p.m. UTC. First up, SpaceX and Tesla have confirmed that Terafab, their AI semiconductor complex, will be built in Grimes County, Texas, with an initial investment of $16.8 billion. The site is planned for more than 100 million square feet of manufacturing space and will employ at least 3,000 people across Grimes and Brazos counties. It will bring advanced logic and memory production together with packaging and testing at a single location. The companies also spelled out what the chips are for. They will go into Tesla's Optimus humanoid robots and Cybercab, and into high-performance processors for the orbital data centers. SpaceX is planning industrial water will come from the nearby Gibbons Creek Reservoir rather than from local groundwater. SpaceX indicated that total spending across multiple phases could reach $119 billion. Intel is contributing to the project, though the specifics have not been disclosed. Texas has extended a $30 million Texas Enterprise Fund grant. Elon Musk described the facility as the largest and most valuable building on Earth by far. At a county meeting on Wednesday, however, residents pressed hard on the tax incentives and on how little had been disclosed. Second, OpenAI is removing the cap on how many text messages free ChatGPT accounts can send. The default model for free and Go users moves to GPT 5.6 Luna this week, and unlimited text chats arrive next week, subject to abuse guardrails. Free users also get a new Think button that routes harder questions to higher reasoning. Paid Plus and Pro subscribers get an upgraded GPT 5.6 Soul starting today, along with a thinking slider. In OpenAI's own internal evaluation, factual errors were 68% less common than with GPT 5.5 Instant. The company also said that 1 billion people now use ChatGPT every week. Lifting the free tier cap widens that base further, but it also means OpenAI is deliberately taking on more inference cost. Third, Chinese AI company DeepSeek has restarted the second funding round it had paused and is seeking close to $8 billion. According to Bloomberg, the pre-money valuation is around 500 billion yuan, or roughly $74 billion. Hong Kong-based Monolith Management is among the investors in talks to participate. The company had halted the process last month after frustration over leaked remarks its founder made to investors. Signing of the investment agreements is now expected to complete in late August. DeepSeek's first round raised 50 billion yuan at a valuation above 350 billion yuan. That means the company is marking itself up by more than 40% in roughly half a year. Fourth, shareholders in Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix are pushing harder for a bigger share of the cash the AI boom has piled up on their balance sheet. According to a Reuters analysis, the two companies are set to hold a combined $263 billion in net cash by year-end. That is more than double NVIDIA's estimated $102 billion, and it exceeds the combined cash of the other 6 Magnificent Seven companies. Both firms target shareholder returns equal to about half of free cash flow, but when they reported record AI-driven profit, they gave very little detail on capital returns, which drew investor criticism. Some are calling for SK Hynix to lift its payout to at least 80% of free cash flow. SK Hynix said it is weighing additional measures and will share plans within this year. The question facing both memory makers is a simple one. Does the cash go into the next round of capacity or back to shareholders? Fifth, 1 in 5 employed adults in the United States are using AI for tasks they or their team would previously have handed to a contractor or a coworker. The survey was conducted by the nonprofit AI research center Epoch AI together with polling firm Ipsos and was released on August 6th. Almost half of employed U.S. adults use AI for work, and more than 20% of those use it every day. The poll also asked how. In the past week, just over 23% used AI to help read documents for their work, and 22% used it to analyze or evaluate data. What makes this notable is the framing. The question is not whether AI has replaced a job, but where the work is being routed. It suggests the flow of tasks inside companies is already shifting well before any of it shows up in the employment statistics. So that's all for this AI News Flash.